Let's get started. Drag and drop your reference images directly into Blender. The viewport and camera angle dictates the automatic plane and texture image placement. This feature of Blender is so handy. Start with a cube, press Shift+A to pull up the menu. Select a cube. To extrude a face or edge hotkey is E. Right now I am not familiar with all the hotkeys, as this is my first polymesh building project in Blender. So I will be using mostly the visual and screen buttons. Excuse my button mashing as it's very challenging to fight muscle memory of all the other hotkeys from other software programs.
Make sure to be in object mode. Top left corner of the screen shows the mode. With the mesh selected, and hit Tab on your keyboard to go into edit mode. Select Split Edge tool. The goal I have in mind is to create a production-ready game-quality mesh of 10,000 triangles. I need the mesh to be efficient and well-built so I can easily repurpose this base mesh for other projects I have in mind. As well, Blender does not perform well when with higher poly counts and add animation and all the textures. It's a recipe for pulling out your hair. This mini project is a tangent from the more complex scene that I am working on with the Cabochette character. I have not been practicing 3D arts for 14 years, so I am a tad rusty. As well, even in professional production art, it was somewhat rare to be building a mesh or creative asset from scratch. Often you will see that I am pausing or hesitating by spinning around the mesh or fiddling with the verts, as that helps me think and work out the next step. The video is sped up a lot in areas that are rather straightforward and speeds up more in the later videos, as I assume that this first two of the series will get you familiarized with my process already. Areas that I had technical difficulties and new tools used, the video is at a slower pace. When starting, getting the silhouette accurate is the most important. Keep the mesh light and simple while blocking in the volume. Right now, I am angling the vertices to how I will need them to deform for future animation and rigging purposes. Some people prefer to create a long tube and then add subdivisions. But I find extrusion of each part is more accurate to keeping a tight model in terms of poly usage and less time in have to scale in the faces in all directions. Side note, in Blender, to be able to select the vertices in the back, the mesh has to be in wire or transparent mode only. Yay, first leg. To create the hind leg, I will duplicate this one. Tab key to go into object mode and duplicate. Shift+D to duplicate. I am trying to find out where the lattice tool is. Looks like it's not working. Okay, just looked it up. I have to create a unique mesh as the lattice and manually attach it. Go ahead and create a cube, and this would be a handy time to use subdivision. But I can't remember to what the key is at the moment. Looking up all info really breaks my flow. Maybe Neuralink will be my sponsor one day. But I'll only try it if I have clones of myself already, as I heard it killed a lot of monkeys in trial. To clarify, select the leg mesh first, then apply lattice modifier. In the lattice modifier menu, click on the dropper icon and select the lattice mesh that was just created. Tab key to edit mode and manipulate the vertices of the lattice to deform the leg mesh. This lattice needs more subdivisions. When you are satisfied with the deformations, simply apply the modifier by selecting the leg mesh, and under the little modifier menu on the top right corner, select Apply. This breaks the connection of the lattice from the mesh of the leg. The lattice can be deleted or saved for later. If you are saving the lattice mesh, just hide it or move it out of the viewport. Oh yeah, back to modeling. I forgot what I was working on. This reminds me of a pork ham on bone. Or maybe a giant deer roast in a medieval feast. Must be close to lunchtime. Okay, this is a good start for the legs. Time to wrap up this video. The next video is about building the body. Thanks for watching and hope you learned something. Subscribe and like this video for more content. Please feel free to leave comments, and if you didn't like it, leave a comment so I can know how to improve and help you. Thanks, see you in the next video.